and effective length. So we have already calculated that our effective aperture EM is can be calculated by VT square divided by 8 WI 1 upon RR plus RL. So this is the effective aperture. Now what is the VT? VT is the peak value of the terminal voltage received. Now if I am converting this again into the VRMS or something, so I can write here this particular thing as like um, I'll just write here AEM इज इक्वल टू √2 VRMS, ठीक है, डिवाइडेड बाय 8 WI 1 अपॉन RR प्लस RL, ठीक है. So here I can write this particular equation is equal to VRMS square 4 WI 1 अपॉन RR प्लस RL. आप सिर्फ इसको कन्वर्ट कर रहे हो बिकॉज वी नो दैट V स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू VRMS स्क्वायर is equal to 4WI AEM RR plus RL. सिर्फ रीअरेंज करके you have converted it into the VRMS square, ठीक है. So we know that incident power WI is equal to E square divided by Z. So whereas I can say this Z is the intrinsic impedance and E is nothing but the electric field. So I can say Z is neta, which is nothing but the intrinsic impedance, whereas I'll write it as a 120 pi, ठीक है. So अगर आप V square you have calculated it 4E square Z A E M R R plus R L, ठीक है. जो प्रीवियसली आपने फाइंड आउट किया था आपका वी आर एम एस स्क्वायर के लिए वो आपने ई की जगह पे यू हैव पुटेड ऑल दैट थिंग्स, ठीक है. सो विथ नो लॉस रेजिस्टेंस व्हाट यू विल गेट हियर, ठीक है. यू हैव पुटेड ऑल दैट थिंग्स ओवर हियर. ई स्क्वायर अब डब्ल्यू आई का वैल्यू डाला यहाँ पे, सो ई स्क्वायर बाई जेड AEM. So V square becomes this one. Just recalling this particular equation that VRMS square is equal to, I'm just writing because you'll get confused what I am writing here. So VRMS square is equal to V square, which is nothing but the 4 WI, I can say AEM RR plus RL. So here I am just putting the value of WI, which is E square by Z. ठीक है. So by putting that value, I get finally here V by E is equal to 2 by root Z root AEM RR if my RL is equal to 0. Loss resistance I'm considering 0. Now according to the definition of a effective length, if I talk about the effective length, my effective length here will be LE, which is nothing but the V by E. Open circuit voltage divided by, I can say this is the E, that is incident wave. So 2 by root Z AEM into RR. Considering my RL is 0, I can get the effective aperture in terms of the effective length, that is LE square Z divided by 4 RR. So this is the relation between maximum effective aperture and the effective length. So as your effective length increases, your aperture also increases. So this is all about the effective apertures of an antenna, and I think about the polarization.